Yo boys, it's DJ Pyro here. This is going to be a quick video. Nothing too much. I just want to talk about the Fiore clone at the moment. There's going to be no editing, no wasted time, nothing. This is going to be filmed and uploaded immediately. I don't think this knife deserves a whole dedicated video, as in like the usual 10 to 15 minute videos I usually do. This is going to be pretty quick, hopefully around like 5-minute mark. Quick update before we go over this though. The Chimera clone video, which I actually have right over here, Chimera clone. So this guy, I want to take a little more time because this is a very, very important knife and I want to talk about it the right way. And I want to make sure I get like the proper impression on it. So far, I have mostly positive things to say, very few negatives. But we'll get to that eventually. For now, let's talk about this guy. So I just received this today. I actually did an Instagram live on this. Go follow me over there at Jack_Piatti_Pyro. Just kind of hanging out and shit. But this has problems. If you don't know anything about this at the moment, that's fine. This is a brand new clone maker. This is their first knife that they've made. It's basically the Fiore trainer, but instead of aluminum handles, they're titanium, and they're a lot shorter. Let me grab my rep over here. I can put this guy here. Sorry, this is very unorganized. I just kind of did this on a whim. So, there is a size comparison between the rep and the Fiore. Quite a sizable difference in length of handles. They're just about 5-inch handles. They're a little shorter than 4X handles, so about that 5-inch mark. For now, I like it. I don't think it's good for the money. I would never buy this again after trying it. Knowing the issues it has now. Which, let's go over them. Let's not waste any time. The fitment on the blade, it is off-center, so when you're going to flip it, it's rubbing the inside, so I don't know if you can hear it very well, but it's rubbing against the inside of the handle on both sides as well. Here's the safe handle. Safe handle is even worse. I don't even have to use two hands, I just gotta press it. So, when you try to do a drop test, you'll see the blade is hugging to the handle a little bit before it really, lets go. Swing, however, is fantastic. This runs on bushings, not bushings, bearings. And these bearings are super smooth. You can feel the bearing roll ever so slightly, definitely much better than the Tachyon 3 clone bearings. But these are very, very good bearings. I would say on par with the Covenant, the Max Ace Covenant. These are definitely very good bearings. Handle feel is definitely different than the real Fiore. As you know, I did that aluminum trainer ranking video, and I did get to borrow a Fiore for about a week and a half. The handle feel is definitely different. The channel isn't as wide. The width of the channel isn't as wide on the real Fiore. It's a little more rounded. The bottom of the handles have a very aggressive rounding, unlike the real Fiore, which has a very subtle curve to the bottom instead of just cutting off and being flat. Let's see. Let's go to positives. There is a little bit of tap, but only because of that blade rub with the alignment. If it wasn't for the alignment, it would have perfect tolerances, and let me show you why. I am pushing on the handles at the moment. I'm trying to do it one-handed as best as I can, but there is really no handle play, at all. These are perfect bearings, perfect. You can see a tiny bit of wiggle, and I'm really trying to push with one hand here. Sound profile is pretty much non-existent, as you've heard from the flipping that I've been doing. It's pretty quiet. So it's a very quiet knife. There's no real sound profile like a replicant or, a Nautilus or Chimera, anything of the sorts. It's just a very quiet knife. The last big con I can give it is if you do a really hard opening, right, and you apply a lot of pressure to that bite handle, it will stick. It doesn't do it with the safe handle for some reason. I've tried really squeezing to get it, and it just doesn't. The safe handle is definitely better, but the bite handle does in fact stick to the tang, pinless tang. I don't know if you'll have that same issue as mine, but you can see the marks already just from day one. And you can see that the right side, which is the bite handle, is a lot heavier on the marking than the safe handle, just due to the binding issue of the bite handle. I think besides these issues, I do think this is a good knife. However, with these issues, I would not recommend it. I would stay away from this thing. I would not buy it. I would not pay the $60. It's just not worth it with the issues it has. There are positives, and with this being the first knife of a new clone company, they did do a good job. It's not flawless, though. It does have its issues, and with that, I will not recommend it. Of course, if you're still interested and you want to try it, of course, you're not really losing a whole lot. It's only 60. You're getting good tolerances. Holy shit, I can't flip. You're getting good tolerances, and you're getting something that can, in fact, flip, as it is pretty neutral with ever so slight handle bias. But even with that, you still have a pretty meaty chunk of metal in the tip of the blade, so it can still fan super good, especially with the shape of the handles. Fanning feels fantastic on this thing. Sorry, I just can't flip today. But point is, I wouldn't recommend it. It has way too many issues that need to be fixed, especially if you don't like shorter handles. With this being a 5-inch handle Bally, I just can't recommend it. And I just don't see most people liking it. And not only that, I just don't see it having consistent quality. I don't know if the tolerances are going to be this good for everybody else. I don't know if other people are going to have that same blade alignment issue. I don't know if people are going to have that same binding issue. And if they do, I don't know if it's going to be on both handles, just one, or maybe you got really lucky and none at all. I can't really tell. I don't have a huge sample group at the moment. Like with Bally Plus and the One, I've handled multiple of their knives, multiple of the same knives from each company, and I can tell you what's consistent, what's inconsistent, yada yada yada. With this, I can't. I don't have a sample group. But just plain and simple, I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't go near it, just to make things safe and make things easy to understand. I know I'm still going to get a bunch of people fucking asking, should I get this? Do you think this is good for me? No, just don't get it. Don't get it. Wait for this company. See if they come out with another knife. Wait and see if they want to develop. If they don't, well, we just got a older version of Bally Plus in our hands. Only difference being is good tolerances. But that's about it. Bit of rambling. However, I think it was pretty quick and concise to the point. I'm sorry about the delays on the Chimera clone video, by the way. Just really quick, wanted to apologize for that. I really just want to make sure this video turns out good. So I do hope you guys understand. But I promise you it will be out soon. I just want to make sure I get all my points organized. Worst case scenario, it'll be like a 20-minute video, 25-minute video. I hope it doesn't drag on that long, but we'll see. I want to keep it around that 15, but, again, we will see. This video has gone on for 9 minutes. I'm not going to keep your time anymore. We're done here. Again, don't get it. Just don't. Just leave it. Not even worth it. Holy fuck, I fucking hate doing this shit. Alright, we're done here. Peace, boys.